What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm Sunday Game Day live stream. I'm your host, Howard Bender. With me, of course, Jen Piacenti. Jen, it has been a harrowing last 48 hours, to say the least, between the news of Cam
Yeah.
Newton testing positive to the late night. Hey, this guy tested positive from the Saints, and he sat next to Kamara on the plane.
God.
We do have some resolution right now, which that the Chiefs Pats game is going to take place on Monday night. So we got a Monday night doubleheader. That game will be shown on CBS. So for everybody out there who has all these questions about risk and whether or not to use their Chiefs, you've gotten your answer finally. Start your Chiefs comfortably. Get that Kansas City defense in there, because it ain't no Cam Newton slinging the rock for the Patriots. So here we are, Jen. It's 11 a.m. Eastern, breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief.
Kind of, except that I made a few because my risk tolerance wasn't that high in certain leagues. So I went and I dropped the Kansas City defense, and I don't think I can get them back. But it's okay. I don't think that'll change the outcome overall. But kind of a bummer. But that's okay. We had to do what we had to do. So it's all good.
We definitely did. And, and I'll just say this, and I'm not going to go on a big rant, but I'm going to tell you this, everybody, right? You got car insurance, right? In case something happens. You got medical insurance in case something happens. We told you over and over and over again in the preseason to make sure you are covered and prepared, both as player and commissioner, for something like this to happen. If fantasy football means that much to you, well, then you better have a contingency plan. I don't give a crap what your feelings are about the virus or anything else like that. This isn't about politics. This is about safety, and this is about the way the NFL is handling the situation. So if you've got car insurance and you've got medical insurance, well, you best get yourself some player insurance, because this is going to come up again. Don't think that we're sliding here and we only lose one game. We were very much in danger of losing two more with the Chiefs Patriots and possibly even the Saints Lions. So be careful. That's all I can say.
Yeah. And we may be losing the Titans game even for next week, because as they keep coming out with positive cases, it's going to get too close for them to be able to play versus Buffalo. So already start thinking about that. It's not too early to prepare. And those of us who lived through the MLB season barely survived it, I feel like.
Right.
We knew that this was going to happen. So I know a lot of you guys don't play baseball, so you weren't as prepared. But now you guys who are NFL commissioners can send, your good thoughts to those people who commissioned during the MLB season and had to deal with a lot of this too, because it's been a rough year. But you know what? The good news is we do still have a lot of football games today, and we get 2 football games tomorrow.
Right, a little Monday night action, a little doubleheader. Who doesn't love that, right? So
yeah.
Guys, if you're asking questions about the game, it is taking place. I retweeted Adam Schefter. He tweeted out the schedule of what it's going to be. So other than that, I mean, just being a very chaotic 24 to 48 hours for a lot of people, I guess we could sort of breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, just a little bit of one.
We can. And I know there's lots of injuries. We do know now that Mixon is playing. There was a lot of panic about that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Carson is playing. DeAndre Hopkins is playing. Terry McLaurin is playing. So, yeah, the news is trending upward.
Right? If there was another reason to tell you guys, ask your start-sit questions on Saturday. I'm sitting in front of my computer all day long on Saturday, right? I write the playbook first thing in the morning, and then I just spend the rest of my day on Twitter answering questions. No need to waste time on Friday. No need to waste time on Wednesday unless it's a Thursday game, right? You can't hit me up on Sunday unless you're right here or you go to the Fantasy Alarm chat. But leave it to Saturdays, because at least you're getting as clear a picture as you possibly can.
Absolutely. And of course, never miss the 11 a.m. Eastern time live stream, because that's when you get the best information.
That is where you get the best information. It's Jen Piacenti. It's Howard Bender, right? Yeah. Everything you could possibly want. So let's hit some questions nice and early here. We'll see what's going on. I'm over on I'm on Facebook right now. Look at hello, Facebook. You got to pick 2 out of these. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Zach Pascal, DJ Chark, Terry McLaurin, Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Chark and Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Chark and Marquez, yeah, that Monday night game should be very entertaining. Of course, Devontae Adams, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Jen, would you take that risk?
Yeah, I would take the risk. I think he's going to play. I would say 90% chance he's going to play, especially with Allen Lazard now being out. I think he's going to play. But if you don't want to take that risk, don't. And give yourself an insurance policy. You know, get Brian Hill. Get somebody in there so you don't take a 0 if it's your flex. Just, give yourself something to make yourself feel better about it if you need to.
Interesting, because you were just asked, Brian Hill from Atlanta, a flex option. If you're desperate.
If you're desperate.
I'm not locking down Brian Hill as a flex option if I can play anybody else today.
Yes. I only said that if you felt like you really wanted to wait on Adams, but you didn't want to take an absolute 0. Yeah. That was a specific. I'm not a Brian Hill fan.
PPR flex spot here, Kareem Hunt, Russell Gage, T. Higgins, or Marquez Valdez Scantling?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think I would go Hunt.
I would go Hunt as well. He is expected to play. They're going to run heavy.
Say they're playing from behind.
I don't know if they will be. Nick Chubb Day. Hunter Henry or TJ Hawkinson?
Hawkinson.
I love this matchup against the Saints. Love it. They are struggling hard with injuries right now.
And versus the tight end specifically. So Hawkinson's in a good spot.
Standard League need a flex between J.K. Dobbins, MVS, Russell Gage, or Mo Alley Cox.
I'm going MVS.
Randall Cobb. What's that?
I'm going MVS this week.
MVS. I like it. Need 2. T. Higgins, Jeff Wilson, Kareem Hunt, Antonio Gibson.
Higgins and Hunt.
Marvin Jones or Darius Slayton in a PPR?
Marvin Jones. Just this week. Not a general.
Slayton's going to see a ton of Jalen Ramsey all day long. All right, let's see. We got some Periscope people here. Breeze or Fitzpatrick?
Fitz.
Should I drop the Arizona defense for the KC defense?
Yeah.
Would you keep Hill in and pivot to Gage or roll with Hollywood Brown?
Tyreek Hill?
No, I mean, I'm assuming it might. Well,
you're fine. You're good with Hill now. We know you're good with Hill, so the answer is just Hill.
Yeah, if that's Tyreek Hill,
then Brian Hill, right?
I hope it's not Brian Hill. All right, T.Y. Hilton or Robbie Anderson?
Robbie Anderson.
MVS, Antonio Gibson, or Preston Williams?
That's a hard one. I'm going to go MVS, but I really like Preston Williams this week too.
Yeah, I'm using Preston in like a GPP lineup. I'm hoping he's going to do more. I mean, he just hasn't been seeing the targets that Devontae Parker's been getting.
Yeah.
Tom Brady or Justin Herbert?
Tom Brady.
Russell Wilson or Josh Allen?
Oh, what kind of league do you play in? God. Does it matter? Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say Russell Wilson, but I mean, you can't go wrong. They are specifically saying it was Tyreek. Your Chiefs are playing, everybody. If you're just tuning into the live stream right now, the Chiefs are playing Monday night. The game is happening, all right?
And unfortunately, so are your Patriots.
Right, and your Patriots are also, just to confuse you even more. Jeff Wilson or Joe Mixon, PPR?
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. I like it. All right, let's go over to our friends over at YouTube. Fantasia Fun, good morning. Yes, we are going to get through this. Odell Beckham or Hollywood Brown?
Odell Beckham.
Say it. What?
OBJ.
Oh,
OBJ.
that's right.
OBJ.
That's right.
Yeah.
Half point PPR, Ronald Jones or Marquise Hollywood Brown?
I think you might have to go Ronald Jones this week.
Starting running back.
Gross, but he's the only one available.
All right, what are they going to do? They're going to, LaShawn McCoy will probably get a couple of passes here and there, but.
Sure. But it's Ronald Jones.
Kenyon Drake or Gaskin? Who's got the higher ceiling for you?
Kenyon Drake, 100%. Kenyon Drake versus the Carolina Panthers defense, who haven't been able to defend the run. Myles Gaskin, we were just talking about this before the stream. I just don't feel high on him this week, based on game script, based on a lot of things, based on the fact he hasn't gotten into the end zone yet. So, I think if Drake doesn't have a good game this week, you all have my permission to get really PO'd and get rid of him and all that kind of stuff. But Kenyon Drake should have a good game. And I know Kyler Murray could take his touchdown as there, but we should still see some kind of production from him today.
I agree. Higher ceiling between Darius Slayton and CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb has the higher ceiling.
Love Lamb this week. I really do. Like Cleveland, their corners are tight. I know Greedy Williams is out, but Denzel Ward is taking one half of the field. They always leave the middle open. They're soft against the tight end. They're soft against the slot receivers. CeeDee Lamb coming in through the slot. I like this play a lot today. Dak Prescott and Elliott in the same lineup on Fanduel. Listen, if you're stacking Cowboys in a GPP, you can.
Sure, but I would say I'm not sure that Elliott is the strongest running back you can play this week at his price point. Browns have actually been surprisingly good against the run, and we saw that Seattle was able to limit Ezekiel Elliott a little bit last week. So for the price you're paying, I might pivot to like Alvin Kamara. Or Dalvin Cook, who should have a really good game versus Houston. But then again, I'm a Zeke fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. Zeke is a great player. So, but if I was going to stack in Dallas, I might more likely stack him with Lamb, Cooper, or Gallup.
Yeah, I agree. Car insurance because we have to, no choice. Yeah, well, okay, fine. Think of your fantasy football team as not making a choice.
You actually don't have to. You cannot take the insurance, and then when you get into an accident, you'll get really screwed. It's exactly the same thing. That's what we're saying.
Jen Piacenti.
That's what we're saying.
Up and done in the house here. Please rank in PPR. Beasley, Manny Sanders, Golden Tate.
I would say Beasley, Tate, Sanders.
Malcolm Brown or James White in a PPR?
Go White.
Yeah, I'm going with White also. I don't need to play the narrative too much, but I kind of feel like Belichick's going to get his boy a touchdown, on Monday night, considering all he's been through. Ridley or Renfro?
I gotta go with Ridley. Tough call. If you're worried about Ridley, if you're nervous that he won't start, then Renfro is a great option to replace him with. So again, this is your risk aversion.
It's just a matter of how much risk you want to take. Kirk or Galladay? It's got to be Galladay.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Need one. Slayton, Cobb, or John Brown?
I'll go John Brown.
I like John Brown this week. I also like Randall Cobb a lot. I like this Houston team against Minnesota. I'm really not big on Minnesota. Kind of like Cobb. But I can't go against John Brown either. I was thinking about, adding him into a stack I was doing with Buffalo. And I still might change to him.
I have Brown in a couple leagues, and I had the decision about Cobb. Actually, I'm playing Cobb in one where I lost. I think Cobb will have a good game too. It's a tough call. I just slightly more Brown.
Where are we now? Oh, here we go. Wide receivers, Boyd, Gallup, Ridley, running backs, Hunt. Well, Ray, you're not telling me how many you need to start here or anything like that. You're just listing me your team. So Put your big boy pants on and ask the question properly. I have no idea what you're asking here. How many of each guy? Full point PPR, Allen Robinson, Terry McLaurin, Tyler Boyd, DJ Moore. Pick 2.
Terry McLaurin, Tyler Boyd, DJ Moore, and who?
And Allen Robinson. I like
Tyler
Robinson.
Boyd. Tyler Boyd, yeah, and Allen Robinson. Tyler Boyd's a must play for me this week.
That's what I'm digging on also. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Sit one in a PPR. Kirk, Keelan Cole, or Zach Pascal?
Sit Zach Pascal.
Really?
You sit Kirk?
Who else are they going to throw to in Indianapolis? T.Y.'s got the dropsies. They got tight ends. Kind of leaning there. I would probably Jen says Pascal. I'm gonna say Kirk. But that's okay. That's what makes the world go around, right? Right. Yeah. Full point PPR. Need 2. Jonathan Taylor, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Darrell Henderson, or Devin Singletary.
Jonathan Taylor and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Josh Allen or Deshaun Watson?
Ooh, you got to go Josh Allen, but I do think that Deshaun Watson's going to have a good game today, and I'm excited for it. I have a stack built around him.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why do you guys take quarterbacks like so close together in the rankings? Like it makes no sense to me.
If you're going to take a quarterback in 10-team leagues, right?
I mean, I don't know, but I mean, if you're going to take a quarterback in like, let's say you take a quarterback in round 7 or 8, right, where Josh Allen or Deshaun Watson were going. Or, I mean, even if you took a quarterback earlier than that, you took like round 6, one of them. Why are you going to take another quarterback so close together with them? It makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. You're hurting yourself on draft day. And you're sweating out these decisions when they both have great matchups.
You're leaving too many points on your bench that you don't need to leave on your bench when you do that. Instead, you could have a valuable wide receiver at that position or a tight end that you could play every week.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I'm with you there. All right, let's see. Full point PPR need 3 running backs out of Josh Jacobs, Myles Gaskin, James White, Ronald Jones, Jerick McKinnon.
Jacob Jones McKinnon.
Done. Up. Get your pencil, Jen. You ready?
Oh boy. Is this an and done question?
Yes, it is. And she told you to get your pencil.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Need 2 at a PPR. Darrell Henderson, Joshua Kelly, Hunter Renfrow, Emmanuel Sanders, Jarvis Landry.
Landry and Renfrow.
Could go Henderson here also. I mean, I know it's PPR. I feel like the Rams are going to run a bunch on the Giants. But, I mean, for PPR purposes, I think Renfrow and Landry are going to get mad targets. I like it. Full point PPR, need 2 of these wide receivers. Keenan Allen, Hollywood Brown, Robbie Anderson, Kenny Golladay, Brandon Cooks.
Allen and Golladay
for me as well. Would you sit Adams for Renfrow, Manny, or Dobbins?
And that's up to you. No, I wouldn't.
Out of Renfrow, Manny, and Dobbins, I like Renfrow the most, but you have to determine how much risk you want to take. We can't tell you whether or not you want to take some risk or not. Can't do it. Full point PPR, Singletary or Carson?
Carson
for me as well. He is going to play. Maybe they lighten up his load in the second half, but you know that they're a run first team.
They don't have Carlos Hyde to back him up either, so, you know.
Yeah. What are they going to use, Travis Homer?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Standard League flex, pick 1. Ayuk, Zach Moss, or Justin Jefferson?
Justin Jefferson.
Full point PPR, need 2 wideouts. Kupp, Ridley, Fuller, Miller, Renfrow, MVS. All right, for me, here, I'll do this one. This one is Fuller and Ridley.
I agree.
All right? And because Ridley plays on Monday night, if he's out, you at least have MVS to pivot to.
That's true. That's a good point. So then you have to do that. And I love Fuller today. Oh, Fuller.
Ooh, the last time you were loving on Fuller, didn't he have like a 3-touchdown game?
I know.
Ooh. Need one PPR. Hines, Gibson, or Tate? Ugh.
Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson, but it's gross. Need one in a PPR. Ingram, Cobb, or Anthony Miller?
Cobb.
Cobb for me as well. Need 2 of 3. Montgomery, Carson, or Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Carson and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and it's not even close.
It's not even close, she says. What about Michael Gallup versus Zach Pascal versus MVS? Need one.
MVS, if I have to take only one.
Let's see. Josh Allen or Drew Brees? Is that the question? It's got to be Josh Allen, right?
Josh Allen?
Got to be. Cooks or Fuller in a PPR?
Fuller.
Fuller.
Listen, guys, O'Brien came out yesterday saying that he's going to take over the play calling again. He's going to be more involved. So that means he's going to try to do exactly what he did all the other times. Well, what we've kind of seen is Will Fuller sliding into that DeAndre Hopkins role, but Will Fuller can also be a deep threat. I really think that Fuller is the A receiver there. Cooks hasn't really shown anything, and I know Cooks is a talented guy, but as far as fitting into that Houston scheme, I don't think they've really figured Cooks out yet, how they're going to use him. Fuller's got to be the go-to guy.
I like your logic. I like it. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. John Barkley is letting us know he took Watson in the 6th, Allen in the 14th. How in the world did your league let Josh Allen fall to the 14th round? Oh, John, your league. Need 2.5-point PPR. Gallup, Hollywood Brown, MVS, or John Brown?
MVS and John Brown.
There you go. PPR need 2 from McKinnon, James White, John Brown, Robbie Anderson.
John Brown and Robbie Anderson.
John Brown and Robbie Anderson, she says. I cannot argue against that. I certainly cannot.
It would be okay if you did.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's see. Let's go back to our friends over at Facebook, right? Let's see. Where did I leave off before? Here we go. I got that one. Marvin Jones or Darius Slayton?
Marvin Jones.
Justin Jefferson, T.Y. Hilton, or John Brown?
John Brown.
Thomas or Moali Cox? I'm assuming it's Logan Thomas and not Ian Thomas or Moali Cox.
That's a really hard one because both teams need receivers and both teams should be using them. I slightly lean Thomas, but I think you have a strong play either way.
All right. Darrell Henderson or Kareem Hunt?
I'd go Hunt.
If it's PPR, I'll go Hunt. If it's standard, I might lean Darrell Henderson just because I think he's going to get the carries. I don't necessarily know. I think they want to build momentum with what he presented to them over the last 2 weeks, and he's seen a carry increase. Malcolm Brown gets some work, but I kind of like Henderson. But Kareem Hunt is it's a great play. Just saying. If it's PPR, a half-point PPR, then I go with Hunt. Flex PPR, Carson, Hollywood Brown, Hunter Renfrow, or Zach Moss?
Carson. I didn't seem very convicted, did I?
You did not.
Because Hunter Renfrow is so tempting.
He is very tempting. Hunter Renfrow is extremely tempting. I'm not going to lie.
Extremely tempting. But Carson has shown us, and you know what? Carson has been receiving this year, not just rushing. So, okay, all right.
No, sorry. I was laughing at the next question that I get to read.
Okay.
Good morning, my fantasy friends. If you were 41 years old from Long Island with a dad bod, would you start James White or Darius Slayton?
I don't know. I can't even put myself in that position. I would start James White.
I would too. I love you, Mike Stencil. Thank you very much. Thanks for making it fun.
Mike,
right?
by the way, is such a good fantasy player. I'm just constantly amazed. He's entering all these Fanduel contests and winning, and our contests and winning. He's a really good fantasy player.
Oh, how's your Fanduel contest looking today?
It's looking good. I don't know how full it is. Last I checked, there were still places available, but I'm gonna win this week, you guys. So I don't know if you even want to bother entering.
Well, I don't know. Who do you got? Should we can we do a compare and contrast?
I compare and contrast of your lineup to mine.
Yeah, let me pull mine up here.
Sure.
Do. You tell Jerry I'm very unhappy with the 1 p.m. only.
Yeah, I'll
Like,
tell
I don't
him.
I don't want to hear whining stuff about his wife. Come on.
But don't you want to have the winner announced on Sunday night? Because we pod on Sunday night. That's how we know. So you can get your props out. All right, who you got?
All right, I'm leading with a Lions stack.
Okay, all right.
All right, so Stafford, Galladay, and Hawkinson are in there.
Nice.
Okay. My running backs are Kamara and Mike Davis.
Ooh, okay.
My other receivers are Tyler Lockett and Devontae Parker.
Mine too.
I got Tyler Boyd in the flex.
Me too.
And the Colts D. Do we have the same lineup?
It's very close, but I'm going a little bit different way. I'm going Russell Wilson as my quarterback.
Okay.
James Robinson as my running back. Kenyon Drake. Then Tyler Lockett, Devontae Parker, Tyler Boyd. Then Mike Gesicki in the tight end. Robbie Anderson in the flex, and the Ravens in defense.
Interesting.
Well, what happened was I started building this lineup intending to play Ryan Fitzpatrick because he was so well priced and I really wanted to play him. And then I ended up with so much money left over that I could play Russell Wilson. So I did.
See, that's one of the things that you got to do. Like, and I think a lot of people kind of miss out on this. They really need to, you need to play around with the lineups a little bit and really kind of like, don't just get settled in on one. You got to see where else you can find some bargains and some money. I just think that it's something that I think a lot of people kind of miss out on, and they shouldn't. Now I'm like playing around with a lineup here, and I'm like, I shouldn't be. I should be going back to everything that we're doing, and yet here I am trying to. Yeah, see, it's always
it's so easy, and I have all these other lineups in too, where I built basically around the fact that I think Kamara is going to be dominant, and then I had to have a Houston Texans stack because it's time for Deshaun Watson and Will Fuller to get back together. So. But this 1 o'clock contest is 1 o'clock games only, so it makes it a little more narrow, your choices.
It does. It does keep them a little on the narrow side.
Which actually almost helps because I get too excited. I'm like a girl going shopping and I see like all the things I want to buy and I put them in my cart. You can't really do that. So if you say, no, you can only shop at Kmart, then I know I can only shop at Kmart. It makes it a little easier. I don't shop at Kmart.
Blue light specials. Was nothing wrong with blue light specials.
I used to.
Let's see. Where were we? We got sidetracked here. Need 2 in a standard league. Chark, McLaurin, MVS, Cobb, and Gage.
Chark and MVS.
Right. See, you and me, we're both loving on the MVS. Can't help it.
Alan Lazard.
No Alan Lazard. PPR need 2. Boyd, Galladay, Woods.
Galladay and Woods. But I do really like Boyd.
I'm going Galladay and Boyd here.
Okay.
We're different. That's okay.
Fine. I like
Boyd, OBJ, or A-Rob, Allen Robinson. We need 2.
Boyd, geez. Allen Robinson and Boyd.
Allen Robinson and Boyd. Starting Woods and Adams. Would you pick up Ayuk the rest of the season? Potential. Would you pick up Ayuk for his potential the rest of the season?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Debo Samuel, Robert Woods, or CeeDee Lamb?
I'd go Robert Woods here CeeDee Lamb's awfully tempting. I wouldn't go Debo yet. They've even said they're going to find unique ways to get him into the game. I think that means they're going to test him out, see what they can do, see how sturdy he is.
Good to know. 2 running backs in standard: Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor, or James Robinson.
Wow, what an embarrassment of riches there. All right. I would go Chubb and Taylor.
Chubb and Taylor. I like it. All right, let's move off of Facebook. Let's see the wonderful world of Periscope. Let's go back here. Where are we? Got that. Jeff Wilson or Joe Mixon. I think we got that one, didn't we?
Yes, we went Joe Mixon.
And we got that one there. Chark over Hollywood. Yep. Gibson or Gaskins? I don't love either of them, but which would you go?
I think I would go Gibson this week.
Gibson.
But that's a tough one. What do you think?
It's a bit of a tough one. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely a bit of a tough one. But I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. All right. I gotta close these windows here. Why are these windows open? These windows shouldn't be open. What's wrong with me? Oh, jeebers. Anywho. Are you texting your dad?
No, Jerry. He's asking me a lot of last minute questions.
Well, what are we talking about? Come on, Jerry. Jerry, we come to Waiver Wired for your advice. All right.
So which one should he sit? Mike Davis, Henderson, or Singletary?
Singletary. Sit Singletary. Are you kidding me?
That's what we're doing.
Like a no-brainer. You tell Jerry I said, buck up, baby. Come on. You gotta know these things.
All right. We did it.
I hope Singletary pops off now tonight.
No, because then I'll never hear the end of it on the podcast tonight.
Well, you can blame me. You can be like, I asked Howard, and that's what Howard said.
Howard said Singletary.
You give Jerry my number.
And my dad already warned me he was going to be on the golf. My dad was texting me so early, like 6 o'clock in the morning this morning. And I'm like, Dad, I've got a dad story for you. You ready?
Yeah.
He says to me, this is a good one. Okay, Patriots game canceled. How do I replace the defense? Drop them and pick someone else. I said, you can drop them and pick up someone else. I'd get the Chargers. And then, because I was looking at what was available. And then he writes me back, gonna drop Johnson so I can keep Pats long term. So need a team for this week only. Cincinnati versus Jacksonville, or Houston versus Minnesota, or Jets against Denver.
Tell him to pick up the Jets.
I said, Dad, Melvin Gordon forgives you. Because he was all, Melvin Gordon had the best night ever on Thursday night. little moments with Rick Piacenti. And he's not watching because he's on the golf. And he said to me, sorry, I'm on the golf course. So apparently that means you don't have to remember who played Thursday night football.
Tough life there. Tough life, Rick. slinging pizzas and golfing all the time, huh? God. Yeah. All right. Back to the questions. Half point PPR. Need 2. James Robinson, Mike Davis, Darrell Henderson.
James Robinson and Mike Davis.
Yeah. If it was standard, I might look a little bit towards Darrell Henderson instead of Mike Davis, but Mike Davis is going to get these passes. I mean, listen, he's not Christian McCaffrey, but the system still dictates enough checkdowns to the running back in order to make him a worthwhile guy. Oh, here's some grossness. Keelan Cole, Brandon Ayuk, or Anthony Miller?
Keelan Cole.
Here's some more grossness. Gardner Minshew or Tom Brady?
I'm going to say it because I'm going to support my love letter for this week as read on Fantasy Alarm. Gardner Minshew.
You got a lot of props for that love letter, by the way. If you guys missed Jen's love letter from Wednesday, go to SiriusXM.com, go to the on-demand section, find Wednesday's Fantasy Alarm show. You will not be disappointed.
It was unlike the Baker Mayfield letter. That's all I'm going to say.
It was much better. It was much better. And then we had an interesting talk about who wore jean shorts better.
Yes, and that's the real stuff. That's the facts that you really need.
The answer is always
Did you throw Barbara Bach there? I think the answer is always Howard. Did you go Barbara Bach?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
How could you not go with the original Daisy? Or is she Catherine? Which Bach sister was Daisy Duke?
I'm not sure. All I know is that she's married to a Beatle and she was a Bond girl.
It was Catherine Bach. Catherine Bach was who played Daisy Duke.
Daisy Duke.
Good for her. Good for you, Catherine. We love you. Full point PPR, Edelman or T. Higgins?
Edelman.
Need one, half point PPR, DJ Moore or CD Lamb?
CD Lamb.
Full point PPR. Oh, we got that one already. Pascal or Cobb?
Cobb.
I like Cobb. Need to drop one to pick up a tight end. Swift, Dobbins, or Stafford?
We'll probably drop Stafford because I feel like it's easier to pick a quarterback back up than either Swift or Dobbins, who could really end up carrying their backfield later in this season. You'll wish you had them with all the rash of injuries.
It's Jen Piacenti, everybody. Jen Piacenti carrying Jerry Ferrara every single week on her back. Carrying him. Jerry, baby, bubble up, please. Unreal. He's not tuned into this. He's like sitting on it. He's like sitting on his yacht right now, just like chilling. Need one flex. Zach Moss, Brandon Ayuk, AJ Green, or Joshua Kelly?
Brandon Ayuk.
I'm going AJ Green here for some disgusting reason.
Yeah.
I don't think the Jags can cover him.
I like that call.
You know, I mean, I just don't, I don't know what to expect with Nick Mullins and Brandon Ayuk and what they're going to end up doing. You got Deebo Samuel, who's back, and he's on a snap count, but are they going to lean on him a little? It's tough.
Good.
It's tough. Tom Brady or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Fitz.
Yeah.
It's magic.
MVS or Traquan Smith?
MVS.
MVS indeed. All right, let's see. Where are we going back to now? I'm looking on Facebook, trying to find out where we left off. Where did we leave off? Let's see. I saw that. Tate or Landry?
Landry.
Hunter Renfrow or Devin Singletary in the flex?
I'm going Renfrow.
Is Zach Moss a play today? Probably not for me.
I don't think so.
Depends on your other options. Should
All
I
Zach
sit
Moss
or
does
play
is
Mahomes?
reduce
All right. Apparently, I have to re-hit this. Folks, the Chiefs-Patriots game is officially scheduled for Monday night. It will be played. Start your Chiefs. If you have Patriots that you were sweating, you can use them too. There's no doubt about it. Check my Twitter feed at RotoBuzzGuy. Check Adam Schefter's Twitter feed. He gives you all the information. So, no more questions about Chiefs. You're starting them all. Every single one of them. I don't care if it's Sammy Watkins.
Except DeMarcus Robinson.
Flex play. Terry McLaurin, Randall Cobb, or Mo Alley Cox?
I've still got to go McLaurin here.
Me too. Antonio Gibson or Zach Moss?
Antonio Gibson.
Antonio Gibson. I agree. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the old YouTube. Where were we, Jen? There's so many questions popping in here. Oh, we got Allen and Breeze. We got Cooks or Fuller. We went Fuller. John told me where his quarterbacks were taken. Okay, beautiful. Gorgeous. Need 2.5 point PPR. Gallup, Hollywood Brown, MVS, or John Brown. I feel like we got this one.
Yeah.
MVS and John Brown. We got McKinnon, James White, John Brown, and Robbie Anderson, the two of them, right?
We went Brown and Anderson.
Latavius Murray or Antonio Gibson?
Antonio Gibson.
Need 2.5-point PPR. Miles Sanders, Devin Singletary, Darrell Henderson, or Joshua Kelly?
Miles Sanders and Devin Singletary, I think.
Darrell Henderson.
Darrell Henderson. I missed Darrell. Sorry, I forgot about Darrell Henderson.
Yeah. I'm just not
Had a short memory.
Especially you got Zach Moss coming back.
You got Josh Allen taking touchdowns away. Yeah. I mean, it should be a strong matchup versus Las Vegas. It's really tempting. And certainly maybe worth a play. And, I don't know, your DFS lineups if you have a bunch. But I would roll with them in my seasonals.
Full point PPR, Montgomery or Odell Beckham?
Odell Beckham.
Let's see. No information on Ridley. Oh, all right. Would you move Ridley from the flex and start either Robbie Anderson or Deebo Samuel? All right. This is John. This is what Jen and I were talking about at the top of the show here. The risk aversion is what you're comfortable with. Like Calvin Ridley, Robbie Anderson, Deebo Samuel. If you're asking me Deebo versus Robbie Anderson, I'm going to say Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson.
Right? But am I going to try and find a pivot on Monday night so that I can possibly use somebody there as opposed to using Ridley? That's probably what I would do. I would see who's out there. Is MVS available in this league? Robert Tonyan, even the tight end for Green Bay. He seems to be a popular choice as well. So it's just a matter of how much risk you want to take with Calvin Ridley and not using him. So, the inactives are in, I'm being told. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Kelsey or Tonyan? It's always Kelsey.
Always Kelsey.
Yes. Even though they stopped Darren Waller, yes, I'm fine with Kelsey, no doubt. Because here's the thing. They did the same to Darren Waller, yes, but who are the other receivers for
right. There was no other threat. There's no one pulling the coverage. And Darren Waller was a little bit gimpy, too.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. Need 3 from OBJ, Hollywood Brown, Devontae Parker, Robbie Anderson, or Darius Slayton.
Nice. Okay. Devontae Parker and OBJ. Who was the first one you said?
So now it's either Hollywood Brown or Robbie Anderson.
That's hard. I'm going to go Robbie Anderson.
I am as well. Half-point PPR need 3 of these wide receivers. Lamb, Galladay, Anderson, Deebo, Hollywood, and Ayuk. You know what? Lamb, Galladay, and Anderson.
Lamb, and yes.
Like some of these guys, like how is Kenny Galladay not an automatic start?
He's an automatic start. He's going to have a smash week. No Janoris Jenkins, no Marshawn Lattimore, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Who are their best covers? They've got Patrick Robinson, who's 5'11", right? And then they've got PJ Williams, who is a guy who for years we've been targeting against. It's like, oh, PJ Williams is in the game? Boom.
Start that guy.
Get that receiver in there. It's like clockwork. Full point PPR need 3. Kenny Galladay, Will Fuller, OBJ, Terry McLaurin.
Kenny Galladay, Will Fuller, OBJ.
Need 1 flex, Renfro or Justin Jefferson.
Renfro.
Agreed. Pick 2. 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. So wide receiver, you got Julio, Galladay, and Boyd.
Galladay.
Galladay for me. Now you got the flex here, Julio, Boyd, or Mixon.
Boyd.
Agreed. Watson or Goff? Full point. PPR doesn't matter, but for quarterbacks, Watson, right?
I'm going to go Watson. Yeah. Goff should have a good matchup too, but I'm going Watson.
Yeah. Diggs, Boyd, or Ridley at wide receiver?
Ooh, gosh. I guess Diggs.
Probably.
Just because of the risk with waiting for Ridley, and Diggs has been very, very good. So it's not like you're making a major sacrifice. I think Ridley's the best of the 3, but I'd hate for you to miss out.
I would hate for you to miss out, indeed. Indeed. What do I got? Need two. Boyd, Gallup, Ridley.
Boyd and Ridley, if you can.
Boyd and Ridley, if you can. You kind of have to try and find if there's like a pivot that you can use on Monday night if you don't want to risk it with Ridley. Slayton or Hollywood Brown?
Hollywood Brown.
Need a wide receiver and a flex here. Let's see. Wide receiver choices are Traquan Smith, Curtis Samuel, Anthony Miller, or Scotty Miller.
Anthony Miller.
All right. So now you need a flex between Traquan Smith, Curtis Samuel, Scott Miller, Zach Moss.
Traquan Smith.
Traquan. Landry or John Brown?
John Brown.
Oh, so John tells me that he put Galladay in there just because he wanted to hear Jen sing it.
Oh, Galladay.
PPR, need one from this very ugly trio of Gabriel Davis, Traquan Smith, and N'Keal Harry.
Traquan Smith.
All right. Let's just jump to some inactives here, see if there's anybody important that we're missing. Chargers, Tyrod Taylor. They're missing their whole offensive line. Norton, Bulaga, Turner. That's gonna be tough, man.
That's
I
gonna
would
be
not
tough
want
for
to.
the run game.
I would not want to invest in running backs for the Chargers. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Leonard Fournette and Chris Godwin are both out. For Cleveland against Dallas, Greedy Williams is out for Cleveland. Rashad Higgins is out as well. Dallas, everybody's playing. Look at that. That whole offensive line is back. For the Ravens, Chris Moore is out. Sorry, Sandro. For the Washington Footballs, Alex Smith, Steve Sims, both inactive over here. Cardinals, Buda Baker is out. Kennard is out, linebacker. We knew that already. So nobody really from Arizona, from Carolina. Same thing. Nobody of consequence for the Saints. Marshawn Lattimore, Janoris Jenkins, Michael Thomas, Marcus Davenport. Is it Andreas Pete? He's out. Jared Cook is out. The Saints are depleted. For the Lions, Harrison Bryant is the only skill player you need to worry about. Jacksonville, if Steve Hauschka is your kicker, you better change him. For the Bengals, John Ross, he's out. That's Vikings. Mike Hughes is out. So keep in mind that. Texans, no Kiki Kute. Seahawks, Quentin Dunbar is out. Carlos Hyde is inactive. Jamal Adams, inactive. So you got a lot of Seahawks missing there. For Miami, nobody you're missing out on. And those right there are the inactives, at least for the early games. There you go.
So luckily, no big surprises. I think everything we expected.
Everything we expected. No big surprises. Thankfully. All right, back to the questions then. Latavius Murray or Joshua Kelly already starting Kamara?
Then start Kelly.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, here's another question asking if Travis Kelce should be played. The Chiefs game is playing on Monday night. Monday. They have already set it up in stone. Everybody's passed their tests with flying colors. Patriots, Chiefs, get your Chiefs active. Stop asking questions. Terry McLaurin or Robbie Anderson?
Gosh, that's tough. I might go Robbie Anderson this week.
Robbie Anderson. I like it. Miles Sanders or James Robinson? Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I'm going to go Miles Sanders because they just don't have much else in Philadelphia. But that's a really tough one. I'm just slightly leaning Sanders.
Right? Can't you flex Robinson somehow?
Yeah.
Right? I love this matchup against Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's why I have him in my FanDuel lineup. That's going to beat you.
Ooh. Tyler Boyd or Jeff Wilson in a PPR flex?
Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd. Better stream today. Joe Burrow or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Fitzpatrick by a hair. I really like Joe Burrow today, too.
I do as well. Jeff Wilson or Jarvis Landry?
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry for me, too. Well, look at that. We're just whipping through all these questions here. When was the last time that we were like, oh, yeah, okay. We're usually like, okay. Half-point PPR, Tyreek Hill, Darrell Henderson, or Mike Davis need 2.
Darrell Henderson and wait, who is the first one?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill and Darrell Henderson.
Henderson or Davis? You're going Henderson?
Okay, no. I'm going Davis. I can't think this. This is like I have too short-term memory. Tyreek Hill and Mike Davis. Sit Darrell Henderson.
Because you're sweating your dad. You're sweating your dad's questions.
I am. I mean, which defense should he start?
It's terrible. David Johnson, OBJ, or DJ Chark? PPR
OBJ.
flex. David Johnson?
No, I think maybe you just play for OBJ this week.
Okie dokie. OBJ. Yeah, I mean, listen, they're gonna put up some points on Dallas. That secondary is trash.
They are really bad. I almost feel bad saying it, but I think this is the week if you have OBJ that he's going to be good to you.
David Johnson or Joe Mixon?
David Johnson.
David Johnson, indeed. Oh, here we go. There's another rash of questions. Flex PPR, Antonio Gibson, Myles Gaskin, or Michael Gallup?
Michael Gallup.
Gallup. Need 1 in a PPR. Emmanuel Sanders, Jarvis Landry, Darius Slayton, or Brandon Ayuk?
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry. Slayton or Gage?
Gage.
I'd check Gage's health. Make sure he's cleared concussion protocol. If he has, then yes to Gage. If he hasn't, by the time these games are kicking off, it's the 4:00 game for the Giants. So you have until 4 to keep finding news as to whether or not he cleared concussion protocol. Robert Tonyan or Austin Hooper at tight end?
That's a tough one. I would actually play Austin Hooper this week. He has a good matchup.
Against who?
Dallas.
Me.
It's okay. It just means Dak's going to get you all a bunch more fantasy points.
Breeze, Burrow, or Fitzmagic?
Fitzmagic.
Guy Shepard wants you to sell him on Adam Troutman, the tight end for the Saints.
No, I can't. He's the only guy there. That's all I got.
Yeah.
They don't have any other options, so okay. Like if you need a guy, he's a guy for this week.
He's a dart throw. He's a dart throw. Should I start Kittle today? Of course you should.
Yes.
Let's see. Who's your best quarterback for FanDuel, GPP, and cash? What's up, Ponch? I mean, for cash, I'm using Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson. Right? For GPP, I've got a stack of Houston where I'm using Deshaun Watson. I've got a Lions stack where I'm using Stafford. I even have a Bills stack where I'm using Josh Allen. So
you don't have a Miami stack with Fitzpatrick?
Oh, yeah, I do. Over on FanDuel, I've got a Miami stack with Fitz. Yep. You're right. Josh Allen or Aaron Rodgers? Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
half point PPR. McLaurin, Cup, Fuller, or Boyd needs 2.
Fuller and Boyd. Go for the gold.
Fuller and Boyd, go for the gold. Kenyon Drake or James Robinson?
God, it's hard. I'm gonna go James Robinson for a safer floor. If you really got to hit a home run, then try Drake.
Yeah, I agree. I like Robinson as well. Need 2. Gallup, Debo, or Slayton?
Gallup and Slayton.
Gallup and Slayton. Yeah, we know that Debo's going to be on a bit of a snap count. Not sure how much work he's going to get in. Let's see. Need 2 running backs and a flex out of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Miles Sanders, Kareem Hunt, and somebody named Jones. I'm going to assume Ronald Jones, maybe?
Ronald Jones? I would still go with the top dogs, Miles Sanders and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yep, and Hunt in the flex. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Kelly, DeAndre Swift, or Emmanuel Sanders?
I would go Emmanuel Sanders here.
Emmanuel Sanders. I agree. Let's see. What do I got? David Montgomery or DJ Chark?
DJ Chark.
Mark Ingram, Emmanuel Sanders, or Devonta Freeman?
Emmanuel Sanders.
Gross. Russell Gage or Darius Slayton?
Russell Gage.
Mixon or Gurley?
Mixon.
I like it. I agree. Let's see. I answered that. Need a cheap pivot from Bird and DFS. Which Bird? Damier Bird? I don't know. How about Jalen
Bird?
How about Greg Bird? How about Jalen Guyton for the Chargers, right? No Mike Williams going up against Tampa Bay. Probably going to be throwing. He caught a touchdown already this season. Jalen Guyton. There you go. Scotty Miller or Zach Pascal? Right? She's like, Pascal. I have no idea who Jalen Guyton is.
I don't know who that is. Bless you.
He's in the dartboard.
I'm sorry. I forgot to read the dartboard.
He's in the dartboard, Jen.
I'm sorry.
Scotty Miller or Zach Pascal?
Zach Pascal.
Chris Carson or James Robinson?
James Robinson.
There you go. And that, my friend, oh, wait, here you go. One last one. The final question of the day. Hunter Renfrow or Russell Gage?
Hunter Renfrow.
Even if it's a standard league?
Even if it's a standard league.
There you go. Oh, Ponch is sneaking one in here. Beckham or Waller for a GPP flex?
Oh, Waller's got a good matchup.
Yes,
so does Beckham. I'm going to go Waller.
I'll go Waller as well. There you go. And that's going to do it for us here at the Fantasy Alarm live stream. If you have more questions, take it to the chat. FantasyAlarm. Jen, you're so mean.
Sorry.
Well, let's give out Jerry's cell number, and then we can send the questions his way.
Trouble. No, that's not a good idea.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right.
Because you guys want to win, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh!
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jerry started Rex Burkhead last week.
Oh, please.
He did.
Told him to do that.
Not me. I told him to not. I told him to sit him.
In any event, that's going to do it for us here. FantasyAlarm.com/chat. That brings you into the chat room over at Fantasy Alarm. You got all the guys in there answering all the questions that you need. That's going to do it for us here. Big thanks to Matt Sells, our producer. Jen, should I start my Patriots and my Chiefs?
Yes, the Chiefs and Patriots are playing tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. You get double the Monday Night Football. Raise a glass. Let's go play ball.
There we go. That's going to do it for us here. Big thank you to all of you for watching and for dishing us these questions. For Jen Piacenti, I'm Howard Bender. This has been the Fantasy Alarm Game Day live stream. We'll catch you next time.